Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for, this is going to be where you will be 1 year from now. I almost forgot. I've only done about 10 of these today, but we did this last year, exactly 1 year ago. So we're going to do it again. And in your current general energies, love it. I love these two cards. You have this Blessings card and this Adventures card. So if you are going on any new adventures, new job, new business, new career, a new place to live, new friends right here, then I feel it's going to be really, really good for you, obviously. And, anything new, that's literally what's popping into my head is it could be anything. It doesn't have to just be, an adventure as in travel. It could be an adventure of the mind, an adventure with friends and, people you care about. All that stuff is, popping into my head. I feel very excited in this reading as well. As in you are feeling much more excited about life, or maybe you're feeling much more excited about the direction things are going in. Yeah, I love this card as well. This Nightingale spirit kind of represents being bold, being fierce. You have the King of Wands, which is about being courageous and very similar energy, but it's also about accomplishing more than you thought possible. We'll talk about that in a minute, but and here you go. You have the Star, which would be accomplishing more than you thought possible. So this is definitely going in a very nice direction. Damn, Virgo, are you kidding? I have not seen a reading like this for you in a long time. So definitely seems to me like this year is going to feel like you're going in the right direction, even if you're walking away from things. All your readings for the past 2 or 3 years have been about this caterpillar to butterfly transformation that you're going through, right? And so it doesn't surprise me when I see something like the Eight of Cups, which would definitely be that kind of caterpillar soup type of energy where you're kind of entering into the chrysalis and or the cocoon and you're becoming the butterfly, right? But there are definitely some major blessings coming in for you. I feel like this is also hard work. We are in a time of hard work, but what I will say is that I feel all the work that you've been doing is adding up. It's almost feels like a blessing year to me here. I'm not saying things are going to be perfect, so just know that things always happen. Sorry if your mom never told you that, but again, things always pop up, things will always happen. This doesn't mean your life will be perfect, but I do feel that things will be good for you. So it seems to me like there's some sort of success, or there are blessings that are coming in for you over the next year. You have the Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. The Three of Cups says that these blessings could be coming from other people. So again, I feel that the Three of Cups is a card of community. I am also getting, if you're building a community, this could be very successful for you. You could be starting a social media thing. I work in social media and have no clue what I'm talking about, but it's like maybe you're starting a YouTube channel or an Instagram. We see that right here going to the stars. Someone's doing it. And if you're doing that, I feel there's a lot of attention, a lot of success for you. I also feel that, again, if you're learning from other people, that there will be a lot of success with that card. You have the Ace of Wands, again, something brand new. I literally felt like saying I've never seen a reading like this for you at the beginning of your reading. Those were the words that were popping into my head. I don't know that that's 100% true, right? I think some of the things are, what you always get, but the Ace of Wands would represent being excited by something new. And I think that's the difference in this reading, is that there's a certain level of excitement that I am picking up on. I actually feel that you will be feeling this excitement soon. Right now, this month, maybe October, November, we're talking about over the fall period of time. It seems to me like you could be latching on to something, an exciting new idea. Ace of Wands is out with the old in with the new. And it's also that spark of hope. I always say it's like a spark of inspiration, the Ace of Wands. It's just one of those things that just kind of captures your attention, that just gets you excited, that really stands out to you in your life, right? And so I feel like that's what's going on here, is you're seeing something. And really the only reason I say that is because of the Star. If to me the Star strengthens this type of energy, the inspirational, the that spark of hope, that spark of inspiration, whatever you want to call it. I think that is strengthening that energy. You have the Queen of Cups. I feel you need to focus on your heart. It's like your heart is telling you to do something. Three of Wands says, what are you waiting for? Three of Wands is waiting for the perfect moment to do something when there never will be a perfect moment. And then you have the Star, which is a wish, or wish fulfillment, or getting something you wish for. So I feel for a lot of you that it's like saying you need to get moving towards a wish, because there could be something you wish for that's coming in for you, but I also feel the Three of Wands is saying, like, don't wait to take advantage of a good opportunity, right? Let's see. With the Three of Cups, you have the King of Cups here. Could be a water sign friend. That is, if you have a friend who is a water sign or an earth sign, a Taurus, or a Capricorn, I should say, then I feel this person could be really helpful for you. And this person could be helping you increase your abundance, your wealth here with the Ten of Pentacles. So I like to see that. Could also be love as well. I wouldn't really say this is necessarily a love reading yet. That could change as we pull more cards. But, there could be a person who is a water sign or an earth sign. Look, you have divine counterparts right here. I didn't even see that. Queen and King of Cups. So there could be a solid connection, with a person. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Seven of Cups. Like, don't confuse yourself, the Ace of Wands, you see the thing that you want to work on in life, or you see something inspirational. Seven of Cups is all the, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if my mom's toe gets run over by the bus? Or, all these, like, excuses, right? And so I feel this is saying, like, don't, just go straight for the thing. The Ace of Wands. Don't create all these scenarios around it, right? With the Queen of Cups, you have the Three of Swords. If you do want love, I do feel some of you are either healing currently, right now, this month, September, from a heartbreak, or, it's saying that you need to heal past heartbreaks. Three of Swords is a card of forgiveness. It's not about, you forgiving a past person. It's more about you forgiving them in your own heart so that you can set yourself free. So I feel that. I feel like you've been, some of you, this could be more sudden as well. As far as love is concerned, Three of Swords sometimes can be a period of time, meaning just like maybe it's been crickets for a certain period of time, and it's like all of a sudden there could be people who are interested in you in the near future. We have three kings here, King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, King of Wands. So definitely could be options coming in for you if you're looking for love. Doesn't matter what gender you're looking for either. Next, we're doing what you don't see coming. You have this balance, spirituality, and the practicality with the full moon in Pisces. Just had a full moon in Pisces. I couldn't sleep for like 3 freaking days because of that moon. So there you go. You have this, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, right? So I definitely feel it's time to release bad things, but I also feel that, right now, it is the perfect time to balance spirituality and practicality. I tell people all the time, you need to take your wildest dreams, multiply them by 1,000, and then take the small practical steps to get to that 1,000x goal, right? And so I feel it's the perfect time to dream big. You have the Star, Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. These are all big ideas in our life. It doesn't mean that you're going to just magically get these things. You have to take the small practical steps to accomplish your dream. This is literally the time we're in. We have Neptune in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. We just had that full moon in Pisces. So literally Neptune in Pisces is the big crazy dream. Saturn is a small practical, is the work, like the taskmaster. He says, Saturn's like, you have to put in the work to get this now. You have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the King of Wands. The King of Pentacles, of course, is a card of financial stability. I do feel that there could be more financial stability or some sort of financial stability coming in for you here with the King of Pentacles, a lot more abundance as well. I also feel that, again, you have divine counterparts here, King and Queen of Pentacles, so there could be a very solid connection coming in for you if you want love. You have the Three of Wands. Again, I feel it's like the one thing that's holding you back. Three of Wands is kind of needing to get started. It is waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment to do something. The other thing that could be holding you back is the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is all those little, tiny responsibilities that maybe you think are important but aren't. So I would be careful of, taking on other people's burdens and things like that. Although I feel pretty good about it. The Ten of Wands is showing up in the area of the good stuff. So, it could be good. You have the King of Wands here. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for the things that you want, like really charging towards success, really making something happen. And I feel if you could do that, obviously that's where you're going to find the most success. If you can't do that, then not. So I feel you need to really kind of, charge forward here with the King of Wands energy, and be bold, be assertive, make things happen. Let's see. You have with the King of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is about needing to get started again. He is the only knight that isn't making any moves in the tarot. So it's like you have to get moving on something to make it happen. With the Three of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords here. See, I do feel for some of you, you're allowing a past situation to affect a new situation. There's no doubt about it. Maybe you've been stabbed in the back and in the past, and I feel the Ten of Swords, sometimes we need that spark of inspiration, the Ace of Wands. This is telling me that you need the Ace of Wands. The guy on the Ten of Swords is dead on the ground. He's got 10 swords in his back. Definitely dead. Doesn't take 10 swords to kill a person, right? And so he needs to realize that he needs to move on to a completely new opportunity. He has reached rock bottom. There's nothing more for him where he is at. He has to move towards something new. And so I feel like you're hoping for this inspiration. And luckily, in the area of the good stuff, we have this inspiration. For some of you, again, I feel if you are still holding on to something, I do feel for a small percentage of you that you could still be holding on to something from the past. Not like in a bad way, but it's just like maybe you think about it from time to time or whatever, a past person. I don't think you would go back. I just think sometimes we just haven't processed it, right? Let's put it that way. And I feel you need to process it with the Star. Maybe you need to write the personal letter and burn it. Maybe you need to just think about it maybe you need to shut everything out of your life and think about it for an hour, right? Literally, just so you can process what happened. With the King of Wands, you have the Sun, but I wouldn't even worry about it. I feel like there's so much good stuff coming in for you. Again, you have not had a reading like this in a while. So like I said, I felt like saying I've never seen a reading like this, and at the beginning of the reading for you, and I definitely feel that. Much more happy. You have the Sun and the Star, which is like fame and fortune. So also, like I said, if you want to do something in social media or work online, this is definitely a very good reading for you. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Fox and you have this Nightingale. I love this Nightingale card. This is a card, you can see it's on this gigantic egg, and it's a tiny little bird. So it says that you are much more capable of doing things than you think. Like, you have many more abilities than you think you do. It's also about like being bold and fierce. It's like a fierce little bird. So it's about just really charging towards things you want. The Fox is kind of like a card of tactics. It's a card of cunning and stealth. And it says that, the Fox is really about blending into a situation. So it says if you want to become something, just be it. Whatever it is you want to be. It's like, can you just embrace the energy? You have the Star, the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, this is the good stuff, so it is going to be good no matter what. The Ten of Wands can say that you are releasing a burden, or you are putting burdens down, and at this time. So I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of releasing some heavy weights or some things that you've been dealing with for a while, and you're getting to the end. He's about to reach his home here. And what he is carrying is his harvest. So I feel that you are clearly having a harvest. You have the Ten of Pentacles right here. Ten of Pentacles is about building, leaving a legacy. I always say, it is impossible, I believe, for earth signs to not be focused on building and leaving a legacy. I mean, it's literally pretty much the only thing you'll be doing for the next 10 years. So, anything you do to build something permanent, to build a successful business, to build a successful, family, whatever it is you want, doesn't matter. But anything you can do to work towards that is, of course, going to benefit you times 10. So, I would be putting in the work to build those big, important things in your life, whatever is important to you. I also feel that there is long-term success and wealth coming in for you, especially for those of you that are kind of, again, working towards an inspiration, something that picks you up off the ground, especially if you felt all hope was lost with that Ten of Swords, which, Ten of Swords can be a very dark card. So, maybe some of you were at that point where you felt like there was no hope, or you felt like there's nothing that can be done, but I feel a lot of you are getting this inspiration of what to do next, and don't wait around. Don't just wait for things to happen. Make them happen, right? With the Star, you have the Seven of Wands. Yes, commit to this. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, then it is for you. So make sure to commit to the things that you want. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Two of Swords. You're seeing another way to do things, The Two of Swords is thinking this or that, very binary thinking, but there's a third place behind her. I always say that the Two of Swords is my third place solution card. It's says there's an island behind you. There's something that you new or different that you can accomplish, but you have to go to that new island. You basically just have to try something new, which is, what I feel here. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Lovers. Yes, definitely new love for those of you that want it, and there could be a very solid connection. I thought I saw something else here. What was I talking about? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I feel like there could be a very passionate connection coming in for you. I'm wondering, some of you might have been waiting for someone to end something as well. So again, if you've been waiting for another person to end their situation, it looks like they are, because you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. To me, the Ten of Pentacles is the best love card in the deck. It is everything you want and desire to have in your life. I'm also getting circumstances, like the word circumstances is popping into my head. So maybe a person wasn't with another person, but maybe they had their circumstances were preventing you two from being together, right? Maybe they lived far away, or something like that. So I am getting some sort of change there. And again, Ten of Pentacles is the best love card in the deck. It's like, it's more than just love. It's, kind of like having it all with a person. So definitely could be a solid connection. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Treasure Island card and this Flexible card. Yes, we need to be flexible at this time. We are ending the Taurus Scorpio eclipse cycle starting in October. In the Taurus eclipse last year, I was saying how, we really need to be flexible at this time. If one way to do something doesn't work, try something else. I know this is going to be hard for you, Virgo, right? But don't be afraid to get messy, is what this is saying to me. That Treasure Island card is as above, so below. So it's saying, like, watch your energy, like, watch the things that you're saying, that you're doing. Make sure that you're in energetic alignment with the things that you want in life, and that's what I would do there. You have the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you. So I feel for a lot of you, it is time for you to walk away from things that no longer serve you, plain and simple. And I feel like you need to walk towards success, right? Walk towards things that bring in joy, happiness, abundance, all that other stuff. But I definitely see you cutting something out of your life. I feel like saying once and for all. So if there's something like a cycle that you've been repeating, it feels like once and for all. You are just done over with. Like Ten of Swords. You are cutting something out completely. You have the Queen of Pentacles. I don't even think that's advice from your future self, by the way. I feel that this is something that is just happening. Maybe you are being guided by your future self, but still. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles says focus on your resources. She's focused on that pentacle. She's not focused on this rabbit right here. The rabbit represents like fears, anxiety, things like that. But she's not focusing on that. She's focusing on the pentacle. So I feel for a lot of you that, focusing on what you do have and what you can do is going to be very important. You have the Temperance card. I feel you just need to remember that any situation you're in, you have the power to turn it around. You have the power to transform it, but you have to, mix those cups back and forth. You have to experiment, try new things, try to do things differently in your life. All that would be a really good idea. Pretty simple stuff in this last row. I just remain flexible, really. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Chariot. Big victory. I'm telling you, if you're walking away from something, and if you're not sure if it's going to be a win or a loss, it's going to be a big win. I'm telling you right now, like if you've been thinking about walking away from something, if you've been thinking about making a change, then, I feel like you need to make this change, especially if you know it's not right. I'll tell you, like, at the beginning, or the end of last year, it's like, I left a situation that I was in with a person, and, I was like under a spell the entire time. It's like when I left, I got all the truth. The other interesting thing is that someone told me the truth about the situation after I left. It's like the universe wouldn't let me see the truth until I left. And, I know that sounds stupid. I'm not saying this to air my dirty laundry, but it's like, it's like one of those moments. It's like for a while in that situation, I was feeling things weren't right. My intuition was telling me, hey, dumbass, you're not paying attention to what's going on in this situation. You're not actually listening to the words. You're not actually seeing the things, right? And so, again, it was a great lesson for me because I'll never do it again. But, again, I kind of feel, I'm not saying you're in exactly the same situation, but again, your intuition might be telling you things. That's what I'm getting here, that you need to walk away from this or whatever. And it's like, once you do, the truth is revealed. So, I kind of feel that. I'm not saying it doesn't have to be love, right? It could just be, maybe you have a job that you don't love and you're afraid to go to that next thing. I feel that this is saying it's like once you go to the next thing, you're going to realize that it's your truth and then you are going to be fulfilled. But it's not going to happen first, like if that makes sense. Three of Wands, we have to make the move first and then what we want will happen. If we just stay in the same situation, it's not going to happen. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands twice here in the same row, or whatever you want to call this here. So I feel for a lot of you, very inspirational opportunity that could be coming in for you. Something with a lot of growth and abundance. With the Temperance card, you have the Moon. Definitely trust your intuition. Like I said, I got that. I didn't see that the entire reading until there. The Chariot literally says, don't put the cart before the horse. It says you can't know something, it's kind of hard to describe, but again, it's like you can't know something until you leave a situation. Sometimes we're blind when we are in a situation. There are things we don't want to see, things we don't want to admit. And it's like, trust me, I'm a Pisces. I would love to stay in the fantasy, of anything for my whole entire life, right? But, again, this big lesson has taught me, like, hey, you can't stay stuck in the fantasy. You have to, the moon requires us to walk to the end of the moon where there are some mountains. It's like you have to climb those mountains. You have to bring the moon down to earth. The moon exists up here. And the moon, a lot of people read it as fear, anxiety, stuff like that. Which is true, but the moon is also something that we can manifest on Earth. But the thing is if we are walking towards those mountains and the thing is not manifesting, then we have to make some changes, So I kind of feel that for some of you. But anyway, I'm going to pull 5 main themes. We're going to see. Here you go. Let's see what is going on for you. You have this boat. It says money or prosperity through inheritance, winning, or windfall. So, yes, definitely 10 of Pentacles, levels of abundance here. Again, you don't get this very often. Definitely a very different reading for you, like I said at the beginning of the reading. You have this tree. It says affairs with your family. It seems to me like we're in this time where we could be dealing with a lot of family stuff just in general. I don't think it's good or bad. I just think, it is what it is, right? You have this October card, which, October is next month if you're watching this in September. It says doing something risky, taking a chance. I definitely feel those risks, the risks that you take are going to pay off. So don't be afraid to take risks, especially between now and October. You have this boot card. It says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So yes, I definitely feel we are in a time of hard work, like I said, but I don't think you should think, oh, like how can I work harder, right? I would think efficiency first with the energy and the astrology we have. And then if you're doing something efficiently and then you happen to work hard on it, then good, right? But if you're working hard on something that isn't efficient, bad. So, again, I think as long as you pay attention and you're working hard on the right things, good. You have this diamond card. It says you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. For some of you, I feel like you're receiving the gift of a person. So there you go. This is one heck of a reading. Love it. So enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Really appreciated it. If you're going on an adventure, really good. Chariot, adventure card. So there you go. But thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.